Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Kylie A. As you're watching this, it should be the day after my birthday when I post it. And so in celebration of my birthday, I am 30 now. Yay! I am doing a 30 bookish facts about me video. So here we go. Number 1, I love audiobooks. Love them so much. I listen to more audiobooks per month usually than I read regular books. For audiobooks, I use both Scribd and Audible, but I prefer Audible more because you actually own the books, and obviously because you pay for them and you use credits and whatever, there's no limit to how much of what type of book that you can listen to like there is on Scribd. I can't or don't read ebooks. That's what I wrote down when I made this list. But I've received a birthday gift of a Kindle from my BFF Zoe. So I guess this one's going to change. But until this happened, I did not read ebooks at all. But Zoe thinks I just need a Kindle because reading ebooks on your phone is not fun. I have over 100 unread physical books, and I have a dedicated bookshelf for them. And I am planning on doing a TBR bookshelf tour, so keep your eye out for that. Should be actually probably the week after this, or 2 weeks after. Yeah. I only keep books like for my collection that I gave a rating of 4 stars or higher. Anything that was like 3 stars or less, I just get rid of. I figure if I have something on my shelf, someone should be able to ask me about it, and I should like it enough that I remember it and I can tell them about it. If I didn't like a book, why would I keep it? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I think. I don't really care about aesthetics, like when it comes to my bookshelves and things like that. Only really for my all-time favorites do I try to collect, like have collector's editions or have editions that match and things like that. For anything other than my all-time favorites, I don't care if I could have, in the same series, I could have a mix of paperbacks and hardbacks. I could have a mix of used books and new. It doesn't bother me to have a mix like that. Like, I think you can see here that I have paperbacks of Percy Jackson, but then the last one's a hardback. Doesn't bother me. Whatever. Absolutely love to buy books used, and I follow the books category on Virage Sale, and I check it multiple times a day, checking for new books for cheap and favoriting things. And lots of times I get brand new books for $5. I got Daisy Jones and the Six for $5. I got Fixer Up for $5. Like recently, someone sold me A Sorcery of Thorns and We Hunt the Flame for $5 collectively. Yeah, I get great deals doing that, and it just takes like a couple minutes a day. I have a very consistent reading schedule. From Monday to Friday, I listen to audiobooks while I'm at work. It helps me concentrate. And in the evenings after my kids go to bed, usually from 9 until about 11 or midnight, is when I have time to read physical books. And but on the weekend I hardly read at all. It varies depending on what I'm doing. The genres that I don't really like are horror, chick lit, and classics. I read completely for enjoyment, and so that's also how I rate books. So my rating system is as follows: 5-star. Oh my god. Bugs. If I give it a 5-star, it's a new favorite. 4-star means that I loved it. 3 stars means that I liked it, it was okay. 2 stars means I didn't like it, and 1 star means I hate it. And then I don't rate books that I DNF'd. I used to turn my nose up at romance in general, the genre, but I tried it and now I'm trash for it. I'm too poor for sub boxes, but if I could, I would get them all of them, literally. I don't bullet journal, but I do have a notebook that I use for like readathon TBRs and all my YouTube stuff. It's this one that I'm reading out of right now, and it's a mess. It's a mess. Like, oh yeah, here's an example page. Okay, some sort of thing that I scribbled out, a to-do list for my regular life, and the Newt's TBR. It's just a mess. I also have a dedicated journal to track what I've read throughout the year. And so I'm just going to show you it. I'm up to date with it. Let's turn to a random page. Okay. So I write, there's a page for each book. I write the title and the author, the star rating I gave it, the month that I read it in, the format that I read it in, and the genre. And then I write about the book. I sometimes write a plot summary. I sometimes, in my own words, I sometimes just write bullet points. It varies. It's like mostly like notes to myself. But in the last month since I came back to BookTube, I kind of tried to write it so that I, like, as if I was gonna use that in my wrap up, and it really helped me. I prefer trilogies or series to standalones, just in general. I love using little libraries. They're like those little boxes that people have like out on their front lawns with books that you can just you can take books, you can leave books, whatever. I have 3 of them in walking distance to my house that I know of. And I love it. I love using fancy bookmarks, and I will use the same bookmark until it breaks or I lose it. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, if you haven't guessed. When I was doing YouTube before, I made a video showing all my merch that I have. I have merch all over my house and all over my office. I'll link that in the cards. I'm a Ravenclaw. I almost exclusively read in my bed, and I regularly drop books on my face because I read until I go to bed. So I'm lots of times fall asleep reading. And it is funny. Sometimes I hurt myself. I don't normally annotate books, but recently I have become really interested in it, and I'm going to be starting a project tonight or tomorrow, actually, where I annotate my Harry Potter books. I'm going to vlog it as well. I absolutely stan buddy reading. I think it's really fun and super motivating. I tend to read an average of about 100 pages per day and 3 to 4 hours on audiobook per day. And then I use those like standards when I am trying to plan out a TBR in order to keep it realistic. I have an Amazon wish list. It's linked in my Twitter profile, and I keep it updated regularly, including using the priority function. And I write like little notes in it too. I try to watch 5 to 10 BookTube videos each day to stay current. The reason why I'm able to read so much is because I don't do anything else other than reading. When I started reading, which was about a year and a half ago, when I started reading again, which was about a year and a half ago, I basically chose and I stopped watching TV. So I don't really watch very much TV or Netflix or movies at all because I just read instead. It was a choice I had to make. I don't have time for both things. I also like to stay up late. and that helps. Okay, and then number 30, the last point. I absolutely love the online book community, and I am so happy that I joined YouTube and I found this community and I made friends, because you guys are awesome and it's like the most fun ever. All right, those are my 30 things for my 30 years that I've lived in this life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what we have in common or what we don't in the comments. And if you want to be friends, my Twitter and my Goodreads are linked in the description. Other than that, have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Bye!